Hello. I just thought somebody just wrote to me and said, was my eulogy about Nadine Dorries true, honest, blah blah? Was it sarcastic? No, no, no. It's really quite. I try not to do sarcasm. I don't find it works very well. I'm not very good at it, and it always seems sort of disingenuous or cruel, and I'd rather not do that. But no, Nadine Dorries, when she arrived in the Ministry of the Digital Culture, Media and Sport, I had great hopes for her. And I thought, well, as somebody who was involved herself in media, that she might understand some of the issues and she might be significantly more capable than Oliver Dowden. But actually, she proved to be significantly worse. She proved not to have her mind on the job. She was more interested in supporting Boris at every opportunity and giving inane interviews about Boris, not about her job. And as for the projects which she undertook, it turns out the rumour mill suggests that the laws that she was preparing, the laws that she was drafting, or that were drafted under her supervision, were full of technical errors and therefore couldn't proceed. That is her job, and she clearly was not doing it well. More than that, I wrote to her on the day she was appointed. This is my letter, or this is a copy of my letter. I've removed the address. This was also about, it was about a week before I went into hospital for surgery to remove a T3 cancer tumour, which thankfully I have to say seems to have been so far very successful. I was extraordinarily lucky. But here is the letter. It was written on the 16th of September 2021, and to date she still hasn't replied to it. After 6 months, I wrote to the Prime Minister, and I got a desultory letter back from a junior minister, basically not saying very much, and in fact suggesting I contacted Ofcom, which was precisely what I was writing about, that Ofcom, that there is nobody to contact. This was about reality TV. I don't want to keep going on about it, but so I say here, 2 weeks ago I was diagnosed with serious bowel cancer, and I go into surgery on the 24th of September. I'm told that stress is a contributing factor, so maybe if I survive, I can regard myself as yet another reality TV casualty. I'm pleased to say that it isn't the case now. No, not that I didn't survive. I did survive, so therefore I'm not a reality TV casualty. I do not want it to end there. Obviously, I was very low when I wrote this. I've drawn up a plan for better legislation, which I enclose with this letter. It uses bodies already set up and active in entertainment, including the Union Equity itself, amalgamated in the 1960s with the earlier Variety Artists Federation, a group committed to supporting any performer, whatever their background or training. I believe my proposal would provide a better protection for performers, while also allowing production companies to get on with what they do best, which is to make entertaining programs. I beg for an appointment to discuss this issue formally with you in person when I've successfully come out of hospital. With best wishes again on your appointment. Sincerely, Tim Wilson. I thought this was a very positive letter. I am quite peeved never to have had a reply. So I hope that the letter, the 2-page letter, this is only 1 page, the 2-page letter that she sent to the Prime Minister, or the ex-Prime Minister, this morning, I trust she gets a reply for that, because it would be so frustrating if she was dealt the same sort of treatment that she dealt out to others, because I cannot imagine that I am alone in this snub, in this year-long snub, because it's about, it's getting on for almost a year to the 16th of September. It's almost a year to the, so round about this time last year, I was being diagnosed with cancer. So I suppose at this point now, I should be celebrating and rejoicing that I am still here, and I am. And let's see who the next Minister for Digital Media, Culture and Sport will be, because we have to move on. We have to move on with optimism and hope. We can't stagnate in misery and frustration about things in the past. And, this, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry that a writer cannot be bothered to pen a letter. But equally, she's no longer in this position, so this is no longer relevant. I've said all I need to say about this particular lady. But I will be writing to her successor, and I will expect a response. Because this is an issue that actually concerns us all, because if we watch reality TV, we are watching people suffering potentially. And those people who entertain us, who are performing for us, need to be given the same sort of respect that we give to other paid performers, particularly if they're doing this on a long-term basis. We cannot encourage unpaid entertainment. This is gladiatorial. This is wrong. This is demeaning.